Hi, welcome to the Nerd Cave. I'm Shawn Tabor, the CRM Hobbit, and this is the first episode of the Weekly Dispatch, a weekly video series as well as podcast on the CRM Audio Network that is going to dive into features and functionality related to field service, project service, and customer service within Dynamics 365 customer engagement. This is my co-host Prudence. She's a quiet one, but together hopefully we'll explore a lot of features and functions and give you some great information. To start out the weekly dispatch, we're going to talk about a topic that I've been working with for well over 12, 13 years now, and sadly hasn't changed that much in that time, and that's the product catalog. With the product catalog, it's a great way to give structure to the products and services that you offer your customers and document through things such as opportunities, quotes, invoices, orders, work orders, projects, sales literature. It goes on and on. And some basic features and functions of the product catalog that you need to know about so you understand how to use it properly, how to implement it properly, and how to get the most out of it. So that being said, we're going to break this up into different modules. Today we're going to talk about what is a product itself. We're going to talk a little bit about units and unit groups, and we're going to talk about the product hierarchy. So what is a family? What is a bundle? And hopefully that'll give you the structure to get this conversation started in the next few weeks, and also help you get a leg up on that product catalog implementation. So let's get started. So let's talk a little bit about the product catalog. Within the product catalog, this is the best way that you can represent what you offer to your customers via products and services within Dynamics 365 customer engagement. With products, you interact maybe more than you think. You can see products or relationships to products on objects in Dynamics 365 customer engagement, such as opportunities, quotes, orders, invoices, cases, work orders, projects, sales literature, and subjects. Microsoft recommends a specific way to set up that product catalog in creating discount lists, which we'll talk about in a future episode, units and unit groups, which we'll talk about today, how to create products, and creating price lists, and then add those products to a price list via the price list item. Dynamics 365 Customer Engagement has a built-in product hierarchy capability, which allows you to group your products into families or bundles. Product families allow you to categorize similar products together for easy analysis and organization by your sales team. A product bundle identifies products which can be sold together. These could be loss leaders with top-selling items, or like items which make an attractive bundle for your sales team. Only products can be in a bundle. You can't put a family in a bundle or another bundle as a child. But you can have as many levels with product family as you like, parent to child, parent to child. So we just looked at what a product family and a product bundle are or could be in a theoretical sense. So let's look at some practical examples of what a product family or a product bundle could be. With let me see, do I have an example here? This Star Wars pop. This is a Darth Vader pop that I got at Star Wars Celebration. Very fancy. This is an example of a product, obviously. And the Star Wars line could be a product family. Okay. Conversely, my Arsenal pop is a different line of Funko Pop. It is the football line, right? So a product family could be the Star Wars pop line and the football product line, but then could be rolled up to a parent family of just Funko Pop vinyl. Lastly, you can have a Marvel line. This is another family. Or this could be a 10-inch line or family, right? Where you could group them together. It really depends on how your sales team wants to understand and classify and organize that the management of your products. So this is an example of 3 different product families: Star Wars, Funko Pop vinyl, football Funko Pop vinyl, and Marvel Funko Pop vinyl, or 10-inch Funko Pop vinyl. Now, for product bundles, it's a different story. Like we said in the bit right before this, a bundle could be products and services that are grouped together that make sense in terms of the best type of package to sell them in, or it could be something along the lines of, I want to get rid of some inventory, so I'm going to bundle it with a really high-end piece to entice them to purchase the low-hanging fruit of the inventory I'm wanting to get rid of. In the field service context, I've seen this before, where you do a preventive maintenance check, and in that preventive maintenance check, let's say for a central AC unit, you have to put in new Freon, so that's a consumable. You have to possibly change a valve or a gasket, that's a consumable. So you package together in the preventive maintenance AC service the service itself, along with a can of Freon and a couple gaskets. That could be a bundle that you offer in your product catalog. Some examples of product bundles that I have would be like this Freaky Tiki Fun Days box that I bought during San Diego Comic-Con. This is a bundle because within this package they offer 3 different Freddy Funko Pops. So this is a Freddy Funko as Surf's Up Batman. This could be also another example of a product family, the Freddy Funko line of Funko Pop vinyl. Then I have Freddy as Chucky from Child's Play. And then I have, digging deep in the totem, Freddy as Rick from Rick and Morty. So you can see those items could be put together in a bundle to be sold. Last example I'll give you is the Star Wars Smuggler's Bounty subscription box. This is a bundle because it packages different products together. It's not all Funko Pop vinyl. In this box could be a Funko t-shirt, it could be a Funko Mystery Mini, it could be a luggage tag, and a pop. So a lot of different products that could be put in together in this and sold as one unit. So this product bundle could be sold. But the benefit to having a bundle in terms of customer engagement is when you're adding a bundle to an opportunity, for example, you can see the items that are within that bundle, as opposed to old school when we had kits. You could add a kit, but you couldn't see what the details of the kit were, right? So with bundles, you can see what the items are that are contained within the bundle, and it's a great way to put products together for sale. So that's kind of an example of a practical example of product bundles and product families. Hope you enjoyed that. On to the next topic. So you could simplify product management and the classification of the products and services you sell and offer to your clients by adding properties to distinguish them from one another. A property of a product could be its size, its color, its segment, its subscription duration, and so on. You can add properties to a family, a product bundle, or a product as long as it's in a draft or under revision state. The nice thing about product properties is that if you have any child products, child bundles, or families, you inherit those properties from the parent. So you don't have to continually replicate that all the way down your chain. By creating the properties on the parent, you're defining those on the child. Now, something important to understand, pricing is unaffected. So you're not going to be able to, based on just the property alone, say that a red chrome Funko Pop, for example, is more expensive than a black chrome Funko Pop. Pricing is really defined at that price list level. Units and unit groups. The unit is the quantity or measurement that you sell your products and services. So it could be a piece, it could be an hour, it could be a day, it could be a box, it could be a crate. It really depends on what you're offering to your clients. Typically, unit groups are defined first, and then the units are defined with them. Your base unit is the lowest common unit of measure for the unit you're creating. So in the example I showed with the Funko Pops earlier, well, you could have a piece is the base unit, but a case could be a unit group. If they're typically sold in a unit group, that's the collection of units that it is going to be sold in. The primary unit is the lowest common unit of measure that the product could be sold. So in our example for our Funko Pops, it is the primary unit is a piece. Okay. So you can see here now we're in Dynamics 365 CE, and this is our all products, families, and bundles area. So you can see that I've created bundles and products for the items we talked about. Here's the top level product family for Funko Pop vinyl. And one cool thing about the product catalog is if I wanted to see a visualization, I can do that. So if I click into this product family, when that loads here, I can click View Hierarchy. And now you can see that under the Funko Pop vinyl family, it shows my Freddy Funko Chucky, it shows my Freddy Funko Rick, and it shows my Freddy Funko Surf Batman. And it also shows my Freaky Tiki Fun Days Box of Fun as my bundle. If I go into another family, Funko Pop Football, I have my my Arsenal Pop, and then under Star Wars Pop Vinyl, I have a Darth Vader Black Chrome, Darth Vader Red Chrome, and the Smuggler's Bounty subscription box. So you can see how I can classify different products into product families and bundles. Okay. When I look at a specific pop, like let's look at the Darth Vader Red Chrome. You can see I've created this product. I have the Darth Vader Red Chrome as the name. I have a product ID that I created myself. It has a parent, and one of the new features with the recent Wave 2 is that you can reparent your product. So if you find if you have an existing product catalog and those parents have changed, you can now reparent those rather easily. That's great to do, great to see as features. And then you see here, here's my unit groups and default units. So the default unit again is the lowest unit of measure that you could sell this at, and here is in the unit group, it's the default unit group for the product. So typically, if this product is offered in a case, then unit group would be a case. I could also have unit groups for pallets. I could have unit groups for box of fun. I could have unit groups for what have you, but this is my default unit group. If it's part of a product family, I can have product properties. So with this, all the Star Wars pops are bobbleheads, and then I can define the data type and whether or not these are required properties or whether they're hidden or visible to other levels. So a lot of features and functionality here for product properties. Okay. We're going to get into these additional details in a future episode where we talk about price list items. So at creating the functional pieces that relate to price lists and get their pricing, as well as relationships for substitutions with product relationships. You'll notice that in the list here, you see all of the status as draft. That's because in my product catalog settings, I currently have the switch to create products in active state set to no. If I flip that to yes, any product I create will automatically become active, and it will publish itself. And published items are the only items that can be added to opportunities, quotes, etc. If it's in a draft state, it won't show with that. But now, if the products are associated to a product family, we're still going to have to publish those. This setting only applies to products without an associated product family. I can also define whether or not I want a default price list to be selected via inbuilt rule, or if I want to allow for a manual selection every time. That basically means when I create a product, when I add a product to a price list, it knows which price list that it is related to. I can also define the number of products that are maximum in a bundle. I can use a pricing calculation. Again, we'll get into this in a future episode, but pricing on opportunities and quotes can be either system calculated or manually derived. I can define my discount calculation method, whether I want line item or per unit. And I can also set the maximum number of properties allowed for a product or bundle. Okay. So some pretty neat stuff, just standard with the products and families. So that's a little insight to the product catalog, and really what we have looked at is what a product is, what a unit is, what a unit group is, what a product family, and what a product bundle are. With this information, this will give us our foundation for future episodes. And like I said, next episode we're gonna deal with price lists, price list items, pricing itself, and discount lists. So I hope that this has been helpful. I hope you'd enjoyed the episode, and if you wouldn't mind, just go ahead and hit the subscribe button and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit the little notifications bell so you get notifications on when we come back with a new episode of the Weekly Dispatch. For those of you on the podcast, I appreciate you listening, and remember, if you haven't subscribed already in your favorite podcast app, you can subscribe to the At Your Service podcast specifically, or you can subscribe to the overall CRM audio network. I appreciate you guys viewing, and we'll look forward to our next episode. And until then, we'll be at your service. Remember to comment, like, and subscribe to this video, and make sure that you hit that ring-a-dingy bell so you know the next time the Weekly Dispatch returns. Got a comment? Leave it below on the video, or send us an email to voice@crm.audio. You can also check out the podcast version on crm.audio or your favorite podcast app.